love me no more.
Well, this is what world has been waiting for, anticipating for. Yeah, well, let's get to Anthony's together again.
It's been a long time.
Oh, I mean, my lady, my dainty baby, yeah.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Well, it goes like this.
You hear?
I told me all I sing, girl. Why you whine and bend over? Put my hand on your shoulder. Oh, yeah. Move your body in closer. Oh, yeah, yeah. I told me all again, girl. Why you whine and bend over? Put my hand on your shoulder. Oh, yeah, yeah. Move your body in closer. Oh, yeah. I when you get a man a sing, I saw me sing, say. Me day I watch you how you find, gotta make your mind, girl, you blow my mind the way you move, you behind and me love your sexy attitude, baby girl, you rude and your body good, you fully get through in a mood. The way you flex and you grab my attention, want a sample of your love potion, gonna give you all my devotion. What's in me shipping on your ocean, where you say?
So I have to get you tonight, and boy, say you better hold on tight, and boy, make everything feel right. How are you whine me tonight? Top shot, I will come launch the attack. Say Mr. DJ, I wear your right pan the track. In a fit drop, and me a the queen of the pack. I brag and I boast, but you a bad man. But the girl like and if I make them spin like a fan.
Here's the episode number looking for you. Welcome to episode 188 of the Corey Shepherd podcast. Let me kiss you. First I miss you. Well, let me smile, miss all you know. Now, here we're going on. Here was the scene. Let me tell you one time because I know everything sounding a little different, everything looking slightly different. I want to tell you that these are the last few days recording. If you're wondering, I ain't see you all in 2 weeks. This is the whole, no, this room way more echoey than I thought, you know what I mean? If I was trying to hide the emptiness of the room, I'm doing a terrible job. I ain't sure what to do about that echo, I apologize. So for all the people for the listening experience. But this is what the listening experience will sound like for maybe the next few recordings. Because I've been out for the last 2 weeks and I have a long list of things to record every week. You know, it's not that I disappear completely, but I've been in the process of moving, you know what I mean? In the process of moving. No. I done sort of get a message about if I'm moving up by the 1%, and absolutely I am. I'm going closer to my kinfolk, but I'm in the process of moving. We pretty much empty out the place, so the place looking a little bare. Only bear with me, no pun intended. But we back at episode 180 something. All feeling all good, all miss me well. Plenty happened last time. This episode is, I'm trying to do two things in this episode. Not too much of issues and them kind of thing. I know I like little issues and little couture, kankalang, back and a lacquery and comments, but there's not too much of that. It's just an update on what I've been up to over the last few weeks and what I'm going to be up to in the next few weeks. As well as the great Hilton Dalzell, the great Ghetto Flex. We didn't get a chance to record an episode in live location in dedication to Ghetto Flex, and you hear the opening song. A man who well underestimated, I think Ghetto Flex was on the band scene for so long, being a part of Second Image and so on, that I know if some people in this generation, like, they're forgetting who Ghetto Flex really is. I hear a little bit of music play on the radio and a little dedication music, but the social media wasn't as alive with music from Ghetto Flex as I would think it would be for a legendary artist like that. So that's my work, right? We could do that through the episode. And I had to give all the updates because the last time we come here, I was talking to a certain fella. He ain't around right now. He don't move already. Salute to Paula Stacy. They don't move already. They left I here. Bachelor is to live bachelor, right? But the last time all I hear from the man said he was waiting on results. And the man got his result. The producer is now a Fatima boy. Strive on, Fatima boy. Oh, alma mater. Firmly one, strive on. I know the song too good. No. Strive on, Fatima boy, strive on. So we in the process of moving closer to Fatima because what's not going to happen, right? Let me tell you what ain't going to happen over the next 5 to 7 years in Fatima. I only make it to 5. Well, I make it to 6 years. 5 and repeat in Fatima, right? So I'm trying to make this a different experience for this boy. He's a different child to me. I want him to be a different teenager and a different adult to me because I had no chance of getting into to A-levels when I went Fatima. When I finished Fatima after Form 5, I think I finally slipped the other day in cleaning up here to move. I had 4 passes. I think I had a 1 and 3 2s. Don't ask me what the 1 was in. No, I can't remember now, but a 1 and 3 2s. And I know I didn't pass maths and English. I passed 1 out of the 2. Then I repeat, and I find a slip the other day saying 2 2s. And I think it or something like that in maths, English, and geography. And then I went and do Form 6 in Tranquil. So what's not going to happen over the next 5 years is that Paula Stacy ain't going to be leaving here from Shogunas 5 o'clock in the morning to get this man to reach the 7:30, you know what I mean? Mashing up my little living. People coming out of my bed and they all over the morning in the dark and reaching home in the dark. So we in the process of moving, and congratulations to my boy Zachary. I tell you, I see this little boy work hard. He study hard, he get competitive, he wanted. I cannot, like, I remember when they announced that I passed for Fatima in Newtown in this brutal ceremony that they used to do, where they have all these standard 5s on the top floor of the school. They put all of us in one section and they call out the names in alphabetical order, and they say Corey Shabbat, Fatima College. Everybody say hey, and then they say Corey Shabbat, Mokarapo Junior Second. And we say, oh, it was a horrible process, and everybody parents there. And I remember how emotional I was on that day, nervous for the result. You do the work. I was pretty sure I'd pass for Fatima after the exam, but when the results come, you never know what happened. You want it so bad. All my cousins, salute to Barney, Kendall, Gart, everybody went Fatima, you know. Even in St. James, they had all the Ramdos and them, or Sean at least, who passed through Fatima. And people you look up to, you know, so I wanted that badly. So I know what he was feeling like when results come out, because I also was in alphabetical order. People like Colonel King, Adam Bossy, by my friends, their name calling before mine, and they go on Fatima, where I'm feeling joy for them because I know they work hard and they deserve it too. But it also making me more nervous because now I want to go with them. That's my squad. So different kind of setup now for SCA results, where they tell you the results going to come out at midnight, right? So my boy plan out his thing. He plan out, we're going to get snacks and we're going to get... Now, this is a household that don't really stay up too late. It's time 6, 7 o'clock. We don't even stay up past Jones P. Madeira, right? If you don't know what's that, ask your mother and them, right? We don't stay up past Jones P. Madeira. We might see Jones P. Madeira, but we don't really get to see Robin Mirage, if you know what I mean. We was going to sleep early. I starting to fade to black, but we planned out the night and we was good. And at this point now, I'm nervous. The mother was properly nervous, right? And you just, to tell you the truth, it would not matter to me what school he passed for. The decision to move up in town was already made because, as I say, it's Paula Stacy having to drive far every morning, taking her toll, so we had to get closer to where she working to. And so the result wouldn't have been, it almost wouldn't matter, right? Let me put it like that. It almost wouldn't matter what school he passed for. He would do the best in any school he go to. But, you know, you see them work so hard and you want them to get the results. So as a parent here, and I don't want to deal with having to console this boy. I don't know how long it would take him to get over it if he had passed for another school. And I really get him talk about Compre too. I say, you're going to pass for Compre. As if you could have passed for Compre. Compre used to be standard Form 4, right? But anyway, on the night, thankfully my partner, a good neighbor, Jade, come and check, man. We lie my 5 and we take 2 drinks outside. It was the best thing that could ever happen rather than we going stir crazy in the house here. And then in the midst of the little sips we taking, the man busts up and said, Daddy, results out. And this was 10 o'clock, you know, so apparently they released the results earlier than the midnight. Because we were expecting the site to crash and all that. And we were kind of preparing to stay up past 12, 1 o'clock, whatever time it took for us to see the result that we were working for. So he called me and he told me the results come out. Well, boy, let me tell you something. Me know how long a keyboard is last all year. But Paula Stacy take her laptop and she tried to type in the website and the password. And all I hear is I thought my hand used to shake, but this girl hand shaking over this laptop trying to enter the username and password. Well, Zachary gone quite on the next side because he don't want to see. He said, just look and tell him. So I look in now, my eye done started full of water already. First I frightened. I me can't see too far. You know, my eyesight ain't the greatest. So I stand up behind she on a couch and I behind her on the couch. She fiddling with the computer and trying to make that work. You know what I mean? I thought she was doing a defragmentation, the way the thing shake. But she eventually get on and I just see a white background and a whole set of words. Me know what I looking for. And she kind of she turned to Zachary now and she said, come and see your result. Well, I look at now, me see no result yet. Then she points and she show me the thing saying Fatima, boy. When I see it, boy, listen, my heart feel full. And I turned to him. He said, what it is? Well, you just tell me. You're complete nervous wreck at this time. Eh? And when we tell it, I said, no, you come and see it. Do your work, come and see your result. Because I always tell Zachary, I say, Zachary, the only thing you could control is the input. You can't control the output. You could control how much work you do towards a goal, but you could not get the result. That's just life. That's just how brutal life is. You could put in your 10,000 hours and still not become the greatest. And he come close, he in chop and thing, and when he look and she points and she show him Fatima, boy, that boy ball out. It remind me of that little boy in Newton Boys all them years ago, that man ball out. And now life is a circle, life is a cycle, because the way he come and hold on to me and that man's had to cry, boy. The mother, well, this time me can't even see the mother because I'm all crying too like hell. Just complete joy and happiness for him, you know what I mean? And that moment seeing him break down like that, it was like exactly what would have happened to me when I do common interest about 15, 20 years ago, right? 15, 20 years, or give or take, right? Give or take. I'm not the best with maths, but 15, 20 years ago, I remember all my friends celebrate when they say Quarry and they make a pause at Quarry Shepherd, Fatima College. And boy, all my friends saw man thing, but it had nothing more important to me in that moment than just getting to my mother. No, mommy was somewhere outside there, and I remember crumbling, like in tears, all that, I guess the pressure of it. And it was the same thing. Life is a cycle. Life recreated itself, you know what I mean? So we in the cycle, and it's such a cycle that we heading back in town. Now, I'll tell you, right? I mean, people who might not know me all these years and thing, might think I'm from Shogunas. I am from St. James. Paula Stacy is from Diego Martin, the bad part. You know what I mean? The gangster part. But I live, you know, I play a calypso here the other day. We say, I went to Palo Seco, San Fernando, Monday, Hablo, Los from Kumuto to Rio Claro, to Gaspar, Peckens, and went to one, my Yarrow brothers. That's me, you know, I live everywhere. I live 2 places in St. James, 2 places in Diego Martin, 2 places in San Fernando. I will live St. Augustine, I live Chaguanas, and I live in Kingston, Jamaica. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you this, right? The community I live in here, this is one of the most difficult moves I've ever made, because it wasn't just Zachary celebrating that night. Salute to young youths inside the Riverview Park like Zalig and Aidan and Darian and Tristan and Serene. All of them, these children do so well. Anybody would be enormously proud as a community. You know what I mean? As a community, we enormously proud. So we full circle. Man going back, Fatima, men in community here, are two footballers here heading to St. Anthony's, and Darian and Tristan, salute them to you. St. Anthony's is going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem, right? But again, I want to play a little song here. I will tell you about the experience where going to Fatima was concerned and what we've been going through over the last few weeks. More reason why I can't find the time to settle down and record. But before we do that, I need to play a little song, you know what I mean? I need to play a little song here. Reaching out to every child who would have done SEA, because I know some of you all who's listening, your children or your grandchildren or whoever was doing SEA too, so I don't know all the names, I don't know, I you know what I mean? I'll never reach out to me and share these things with me, but I want to celebrate with you all wherever they go. And just like I tell Zachary, this is a beginning, it's not an end. Whether your result's great or you're not happy with the result, whatever it might be, you're on the right path. And you know what I mean? Life have a funny way of coming full circle. And you always have time to put in, you know, my father's always telling me, never too late to do the right thing. You always have time to put in the work. And advance from where you're from. Don't treat this move like an end. Treat this move like a beginning. Just like we in this move here, we moving from here. We trying our best to get into beginning mode as we head to the 1% in this. You know what I mean? When last hear music like this?
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, now let me say this clear. I'm gonna state my case, of which I am certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this. May I say I did it my way.
Yes, man.
Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I thought I had to do.
Yes.
And saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times I'm sure you knew when I bit off more than I can chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, standing tall. I did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and I've cried. I had my fill, I even had my share of losing. And now as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? Tell me, what has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took all the blows and did it my way.
Yes, man. Congratulations to all the children and the parents of the SA. A man who certainly did it his way. Hilton Ghetto Flex Dalzell, you know what I mean? We say here, this is by So Unique Grace. Soca Stars pay tribute to Ghetto Flex. And again, back to my Fatima story. I've been done with Fatima. Fatima is something else. But Ghetto Flex is we here to talk about too. So this is the local music industry went in the morning upon hearing the death of Hilton Ghetto Flex Dalzell Jr. The 51-year-old died of a suspected heart attack. His friend and producer Chasu Ahong said that Dalzell's mother confirmed his passing. He made his name at Second Image, but also went solo, delivering some hits like Rock Your Body, Wine and Bend Over, both with Dennis Velfman, along with Voom Voom. We go taking all of them, right? All of them on the list. As news spread on social media, several people in the entertainment industry reacted, including soca star Fay-Ann Lyons, who was among the first to pay tribute. She posted on Instagram, another R.I.P. to an artist that gave significantly to the industry. We have lost another. Rest in peace, Ghetto Flex. Those who were able to have seen and experienced your energy, your music lives on. Ahong said Dalzell Jr. lived in St. Vincent, but returned to Trinidad during Carnival 2023 for a Second Image reunion tour. He said his friend was one of the nicest people he could ever meet. There was a sentiment shared by Ian Bungie Garland Alvarez, who, in tribute to Dalzell Jr., always made time for him when he was an up-and-coming artist. That's Ghetto Flex making time for Bungie, right? Ghetto Flex would have been out long before Bungie, if my memory serves me right. He said, thank you for your guidance. Well, confirmed. Thank you for your guidance, for treating many of us like blood family, and for always encouraging us from behind the scenes when you couldn't be there. Born September 1472, Dalzell Jr. followed the steps of his father into the entertainment industry. By age 8, he was a junior soca monarch winner. While in Second Image, he was paired with Russell Cadogan as the frontline singer for the band. Dalzell Jr. led on some of the biggest hits, including Golo. At the time, he was known as Hilton HD. I don't remember that at all. I don't remember that. When he decided to go solo, he turned to soca producer Ahong and changed his name to Ghetto Flex. We did 2 songs. I think we were pioneers at the time with the videos. Ahong said we did something called Voom Voom and Soca Daddy. Those were the 2 we actually did videos for. So salute to Hilton Ghetto Flex Dalzell. Like, people would have known him. People who fed in a long time would have known him from and you have a real stage name. You had to be an entertainer or a performer when they name you Hilton Dalzell Jr. The name done song like a star already, and I think I could safely speak for everybody when to say that we were all shocked when we hear about his passing. The thing about it is not somebody who you're seeing active on social media or who on your mind all the time, Ghetto Flex. You ain't hearing from him like in terms of new hits or performing. I didn't know he was living in St. Vincent either. So for the first news to hear in such a long time to be that he passed away, I think it took all of us by surprise. So you know how we do it when we have dedication episodes to do. We have songs lined up. And this was one where, if I'm not mistaken, this song was right around that Kiss Kitty Caravan era. And Ghetto Flex did a great job of kind of walking the line between what was soca and raga, soca and dance all of the time. And he really had the youth, like us as youths, when we were young, it really had us captivated at the time. If I'm not mistaken, the first iteration of the Junior Calypso Monarch was also won by Ghetto Flex. Somebody got to confirm that for me, right? But I want to take in one of the songs here that they mentioned in the article. Ahong mentioned this article, Voom Voom, this song, Voom Voom, in the article there. And let me see how good all the memory is.
Who's that girl there, boy? That's Gasprin G, boy. What a Voom Voom. What me say? She want the Voom Voom. She love the Voom. She love the Voom Voom. She really love the Voom. She want the Voom Voom. She love the Voom. She love the Voom Voom. She really love the Voom. She want the Voom Voom. She want the Voom. She want the Voom. She love the Voom Voom. She really love the Voom. She want the Voom Voom. She love the Voom Voom. When me tell them, she don't want no bicycle that go pilling. She don't like the truck that's too much smoking. She no riding a taxi, she don't take bus. She want the Bentley Beamer or the Lexus. Beep beep, you say you want to ride in a me Jeep, only expensive cars, not cheap, girl. Boom boom, is the sound of the Honda. You can take your foot off me, dash, don't be rude. And you nowadays don't want no man walking. If you don't have a right, not to them you're talking. The lovely air condition, automatic transmission. Pose in your front seat in the recline position. Turn on your deck because you want to hear your sound. The boom boom, girl, them love listen to me song, she love the boom boom. She love the boom, she love the boom. She want the boom boom. She really want the boom. She love the boom boom. She love the boom, she love the boom. She want the boom boom. She really want the boom. She want the boom boom. She want the boom, she want the boom. She love the boom boom. She really love the boom. She want the boom boom. She want the boom, she want the boom. She love the boom boom. She really love the boom. Slam bam, little girl, what's your plan? Yeah, you leave your boyfriend for Lexus man and which wash little girl man your crash. Come up on the gas, it's the brakes, you feel mash and she see me pull up in me drop low sunny. Don't mean friend that you me paid up crisp and shiny. Me heart phone blasting so caddy. So me turn my music down so I can listen to she. She said, excuse me, are you get a flex HD? I just love the way you look when you pull up to me. That was the true boom girl style. The girl said she crazy. She love the boom boom. She love the boom. She love the boom.
She love the boom boom. She love the boom boom. Man saying he drop low sunny, you know. He's talking about B11, the original sunny, right? So here now, back to Fatima now. They have me in a quandary. I want to understand from all the people all the parents here who's supposed to be giving me warning, who are big children, right? Only know how this thing go. Only know I was preparing for a child to go in secondary school, but nobody prepared me for the amount of up and down. They talk about vroom vroom. I never buy gas so in my life. I'm moving closer to Fatima, right? And all I have been doing for the last 2 weeks is vroom vroom. Because listen, they had the registration day, right? So registration day come up and they have a sort of registration and orientation ceremony. Salute to Damien and Crystal, everybody who have Fatima experience, giving me some warning because they say it's no sort of donation walkathon and donation shade and barbecue. They say they go ask you for a piece of money up front, right? That's a private school. They say don't feel like it's a long time. When I went Fatima, I don't remember going no registration or no. I was good absent-minded too. I probably had one, but I think you just go in the school, you collect whatever package. Now the package coming with you. When they give you a result, they're telling you when is the registration day and all that. So when results come out, registration is the next Friday. I would salute Fatima for doing something amazing. Now, this is my biases talking, but it was really an amazing experience because when you came to the school, they had a whole, if people know football, right? There's a guard of honor typically when a footballer retire. When you're walking off the pitch for the last time or you're walking on the pitch, or the cricketers do it too. They would raise the bat and let it be retiring cricketer walk out. And you know, West Indies also have this, should I have brought up West Indies? West Indies also have this ceremony when you're getting your first cap, right? You're getting your first international selection for West Indies cricket, whether it's at T20, one day, or Test cricket. Should I mention Test cricket with West Indies? But they have a ceremony where the captain gives you your first cap and so on. And Fatima had started a tradition. I understand now it's going on for 20 years, right? So, I mean, if I went Fatima 15 years ago, I don't know how I missed that. But when you're walking into the school, there's boys in the dress uniform, they're in the blazer and tie and stuff, lined up, making a guard of honor at the entrance of the school. And they're clapping in every single boy who entered the school. That is an amazing experience. An amazing experience. It sets the tone for what to expect in the institution. And of course, they spend about 2-3 hours, what should I say, brainwashing or inculcating us into a system of thought to let you know that there's the best school in the country. They don't mention or they don't care. What I like about the ceremony too is they make sure and identify St. Mary's men who send in the children Fatima now. So the competitiveness of secondary school life pass. And we are some thousands well lighter, some thousands well. Both in terms of the vroom vroom and all the up and down we had to do, as well as registration fees, football package, the amount of uniform, report book. We never stopped by. Fatima set up inside there like a mall. I couldn't help but count the money I say, but if I as a man had people to run in places, you know what I mean? I should have asked Paula Stacy who she know. They had some loud cash on Fatima Mumpong that day. But salute to all the boys. Congratulations to all of them who passed of Fatima. Amazing accomplishments, and it's only uphill from there. Fatima is a hell of an institution. I had a chance to sit in a classroom that I haven't been in for a long time, sitting down listening to a man named Garnet Gibson teaching me accounts and Mr. Ram Singh teaching me economics and so on in that classroom. I believe that would be somewhere around standard. It's standard or form 3 or 4, something like that. I had to go right back in that class. And just like how back then, I didn't understand accounting when Garnet Gibson, up to now, I never passed A-level accounts. Accounts was one of the hardest subjects to me. I don't even know if I passed O-level. No, I had to pass O-level to do A-level, but accounts tough. And just like how I was confused in that room when Garnet was talking about debit and credit and journal and this and that and balance sheet, I couldn't understand none of them things up to today. And I realized I'm no better at understanding it because I couldn't balance the figures that Fatima was throwing out. I couldn't balance these numbers they was telling me. All I know that I end up significantly in the red is the way I want to put it, right? That is where I end up after. Fast forward from there, the men tell us what you could sign up for. The Sea Scouts had an amazing display in the courtyard. They're trying to get people to join Sea Scouts. I see salute my boy Dwayne Bond, cricket coach, who tried to get me to sign up for cricket. They have football. It has so many. It's about 30 extracurricular clubs that they had on display there and the day where you could sign up your new Form 1 students to join. And that in itself was something. The boys, they had a pan side and they never stop playing pan whole day. The pan side in the background while you lose it, while you're getting a fleeced, you know what I mean? Sweater, jacket. Back in the day, we used to just buy, I had 3 shirts and 2 pants in my earliest days in Fatima. So when Wednesday come, you get to washing and you get to hanging out so that you could have your rest of clothes for the week. And you had 2 pants to do the same. I wear 1 pants every day. These trend and them have 5 pants, 5 shirts, extra shirt for the weekend. I know it's this last Saturday detention and them thing. But you're walking around and you're buying, you know, it's basically Fatima Mall you're in because from 3 shirts and 2 pants to now 5 shirts, 5 pants, football kit and uniform, blazer, tie, grey pants, white shirt. Men are sweater because the classroom air condition. But listen, but again, a good experience. This is what the man wanted, so happy for him nonetheless. But he decided he's signing up for the tech club and he's signing up for, what's the next name of the next thing? Well, he signed up for football as well. Now, again, I remember going down the road, probably with my cousin Barney, carrying me to football practice in Fatima. Everything back then was just, to me, like word of mouth. The boys from Fatima in the community knew that in the vacation, the training or the screening or what is called the tryouts for your under 14 football team is start. So we walked down Fatima grounds. Who were wrong by us was going down Compre or Junior Sec. Everybody walked down together and I went to training and you know, and then you're on the 14 team once you make, right? So same thing with him. The next week he have football camp. I signed him up with Project Pros football camp. And then now Fatima football is the same day. So here, football tryouts 2 o'clock. We go so bam, now we leaving 4 o'clock to run King George to go back and next football training. All you have big children. I see. I want to salute my guy Andrew Mills and congrats to your daughters as well. It's amazing to see this big woman now. You know what I mean? What the hell is going there? I remember seeing Mills children as little children. Now them graduating. Salute to them. But I find men like Mills never warn me. Nobody can call me and say, Corey, when your child going in secondary school, your gas bill is going to rise exponentially. You're going to need tires every other week. So I just running. And keep in mind that I'm in the midst of moving too, right? So I'm going from Shaguanas, heading up the road, pack out some boxes, run so, telling Pony booty cap on a shin pads, you can't tight it, runs over by Fatima Ground. And I want to tell you, right? He was supposed to be here recording this episode and talking about his experience himself, right? But since I alone living here now, I had to tell you the experience. And he go vex with me because I tell you this, but day 1 in the under 14 training. Well, now, again, it have no, for those of us who remember playing Fatima under 14 or under 14 in your school, when you're going Form 1 now, they have a Form 1 league that is under 13. We used to have something called midday league. You used to go and play midday league. It was one class playing against the next, right? But now they have a Form 1 league. So you're going under 13 first, then you try out for under 14. Because what I remember, as now passing for Fatima and going, you were playing with boys who were already in Form 2 and Form 3. You had to try out with them to make the under 14 team. The under 14 team wasn't only Form 1s. That was Giants, they used to call it, right? And Colts was under 16. But it changed now. But we go on, the coaches come, they talk to them. This is on day 1, right? We settle, Stacey says she want to see him start to play. So he started playing and I realized it has some little boys, they're playing football for a long time. So they're skillful and they know the game. But when I see him go out, I say, all right, he will be good. He will make this side. You know what I mean? I was a little worried because he ain't football obsessed. When he was 5-6 years old, I was trying to get him to play football. His sun too hot and he don't want to go out the Saturday morning. And now he like the football. So looking like he all right. You know what I mean? He gonna make it. So we watch him start. We go on again to unpack some box. We do this, do that, and then I come back to pick him up by Fatima Grounds now. Now, they have a weird thing going on with the parents in the stands too, right? Because all the parents there, And a lot of them know one another from before. So they congregate and start to talk among one another and stuff. And then the parents who knew to Fatima as an environment, like myself, I don't know, or maybe their sons played together in schools or went to school together. That's probably the reason. A lot of them went, like, what you call the place, Donruss and Holy Name Prep or whatever these schools are, and they pass to Fatima, right? My son now gone back and school of distinction. He had no friends in the place, and I don't know any of the other parents. So everybody just to themselves, and they have a group of people who know one another already. So I leave, come back now when training done, pick up this man. How training was? Good, Dad. I say, well, what you do? Just drill and that drill and thing. I say, you're feeling good, you're feeling like you could make it. I say, you had to put in your time. You know, just so you work hard to go Fatima, you had to work hard to make the team. I went into inspiration mode and we talking. And when we drive out now, this man is to tell me quite casually, oh, Dad, I think I broke a boy's nose. I said, Zachary, what? Well, I so confused. He said, well, I kicked the ball and like he bent down to head it. And I feel my foot hit something and I'm not sure if it's the ball or his face. I said, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. On day one. Going on. So, when I said, so what happened to the boy? Well, at first he said his nose and his face real hurting, and then he just started bleeding like profusely, like a lot of blood. I was like, Zachary, what? I was like, why? How you could not tell me? Why you didn't tell me this? I could have gone and talked to this boy parents. I don't understand. This man wait till I drive off to tell me this story. So apparently the thing happened. The coach and then put the boy. I don't think his nose was broken, right? But wherever it is, the boy nose bleeding, and this is the worst nightmare as a parent. Now, this is a public broadcast, right? And everybody going to see this and thing, and people will send this to people. So I'll be careful what I say here at all times, right? But I want Ole to take a wild guess. This is Our Lady of Fatima College, right? Ole, no, I want Ole to close your eyes and envision the people who go to Fatima College. Envision the parents, envision the children, envision the ones who play for several clubs since they're small and they had touches and they could really play football, and envision the ones who they now pass for a school and they know first time they ever kicking a ball is about 50, 60 turn in this thing, right? I want you to tell me honestly, because I had a question in my mind I want to ask Zachary, but I don't know how exactly to ask him without putting our bad adult ways on the child, right? But I want Ole to take a moment and think about what I really want to ask the child. What you would have asked your son if he went there from Bagan School of Distinction, right? in the Gunners, just out of Enterprise. And you're going amongst these Fatima children now who went Donruss and the Maple Leaf and International this and all where they come from, right? What you would have asked him. So I'm trying to figure out now how to put this without tainting the child. I asked him questions. I said, Zachary, I think Zachary said, I apologize. He said, I apologize after. I went on I said, check on him before he leave. He said, yeah, he was good. He said he was feeling dizzy and lightheaded. I said, oh, Jesus Christ. I said, and I told him about like I must reach from by Fatima to by Abu Bakr and them. And like I couldn't hold in the question no more. I said, Zachary, is it one of the little white children? Is this child white? Is this a white child? Well, I think this man said, yeah, Dad. I said, Jesus Christ. Why are you doing this? Why this had to be white deal with? You know, since then, the youth man, like he ain't come back to training, not gain, not ever the man, like he end the man career. Like, oh Lord, this is why I had to be going through this. And now I looking like the father who don't care. who come from the hood, the boy nose damage, and nobody they say, well, his parents never came over, nobody asked anything, I don't know who's his mom, and so I just hoping in my mind that they remember Paula Stacy and they don't remember me. I just hoping that is one of it can't be me. I can't be so bad lucky in this life. But the training going on, the man in the game, the man going his practice, playing 2 sports a day, and now he in tech club. So long before I in the complete run up and down. And gratefully, I mean, the timing of it couldn't be, I don't know if to call it worse or better, because the amount of things that happening in my life right now, for training to be one of the things that added to the list, just making it more heavy on the up and down and trying to figure things out and so on. But as I say, most of the stuff move and we're looking good. As a matter of fact, while I'm recording this, we slept in a new place for the first time last night. Feel good. Feel good. So, new studio, right? We're saying farewell to the studio and farewell to this environment. But also in the midst of all the things I have to do, we have a wedding to go in Tobago. We have a wedding to go in Tobago. I had to figure out a weekend in Tobago in the midst of all this. While I halfway between two houses, I'm almost homeless because we're trying to find a place to go while we get this place sorted out. And nearly homeless because this boy is kicking white turn in the face. You know what I mean? I've seen all kind of worries, but in the midst of all of it, a Tobago call. And I was worried, and I say, oh Lord. And it ain't good to wish bad on people, but I say, if Beryl was to make a little swing back, you know what I mean? I say, if Beryl was to make a quick U-turn and they just postponed this wedding 2 weeks, I should be good in 2 weeks' time, but the wedding was in the midst of the thing. And given that I was at Tobago, I want to tell you, before I get into the details on the wedding, Tobago is a special place, and I'm committing now to be in Tobago as often as I can. We're taking in some of the finest Tobago at the offer. We went and we take a disco, we take a dance. Me and she was two teenage women at 80 something. So salute to Lennox and Denise. Wedding. In the middle of the moving is wedding, and we went there and we had a time. I had to tell all about it, you know.
Feel the disco, jump in the wheels and let's go. Let's go and do all them things we see on TV and get the feel of the synthesizer ring. Come let me join the people and rock with body, so we could get the feeling to
Me and she went to Tobago and
how the music making you disco in any tempo to show it really is so. I see this teenage woman about 80 something on top of roller skates, say she disco dancing. She doing she Ferris wheel and she disco splitting. I said this woman braving she why don't this woman behave she suppose she fall and break up she
Salute to Lennox and Denise. Wedding of the century, list we had that time. We went to Tobago, so in the midst of the thing, I talk about on the registration day. We leave in Fatima for Paula Stacy to go and do hair, nails, skin, all kind of things had to do to reach back in the Guanas, to reach in Piaco, to head over to Tobago for the wedding. I want to tell you we missed the flight. There's no feeling so stupid when you see a miss a flight. You feel stupid because I know Tobago is a bus service. Maxi days run going between Trinidad and Tobago. The air bridge is basically for Maxi. Right? I must have, well, We reaching about an hour, 45 minutes before the flight. But what's the worst could happen? Well, we completely bumped. The woman said we missed the flight, and it's the last flight. And we had to go and stand by in the morning and pay an extra $50 a man. And reach back there about 3 o'clock in the morning. For a chance to get on the first flight. Now, Paula says she's part of the wedding party, so now I'm feeling bad. I say we had to get there. We can't spoil Denise's day with tomfoolery. You understand? We had to be there for the girl, and you know what I mean? A person from your wedding party can't be missing. I say, well, girl, you had to tell Denise something now. You know, this is in the airport tonight, because it's better she know we missed the flight and we're not there than she wake up the morning and find out when is rehearsal time, we stuck. So we trying to figure out now what to do, because to come quite back Shagona, it's going to be rough to come back down here, so I had to go back in the airport 3 o'clock. This is 10-11 in the airport now. We're making this decision. So we're looking for somewhere to stay close to the airport, and we end up there's a spot on the strip they call a runway. We say, well, we could go by runway there. I find, but tell you the truth, I find this woman like she know a lot about runway. When I reach by runway looking like a by the hour. Runway looking like it one palm short and double palm. Nah, but it was alright. It was runway. I'm gonna say that runway. The place was nice. The settings was good. The drinks was good and everything. And we say we could go and stay. But then they tell me like $1,200 for the night. I say, well, how much for 3 in the morning if you minus breakfast? They're like $1,200. So I say, nah, boy. So we had to go back down by my mother now, catch a quick sleep as much as we could get to drive back to the airport at 3. But thankfully, everything worked out good. We get back on the flight 3 o'clock in the morning. I didn't even know Tobago system changed up that much, because when we got there, it's about 10 past 3. You know, you go to the line all the way to the leftmost counter to pay for your tickets and things. So we make the payments and they put us on stand. No, they say after that payment, we had to join our next line. They say that line will be open about 4:45. And we joined that line to put our name on a standby list. And when we did that, I sit down there, because what I know is that when it's time, they say, all right, standby passengers, and they call out people's name, and then you go and you see who get through. Not knowing now they have a screen by the atrium where Starbucks there, where your name list come up and everybody name listed. So it's all right, you fifth in the list for standby for this flight, and you actually see who get a ticket and who didn't get it, and when you should walk up and get yours. Because and I only noticed it because the person before me, I see they went and get tickets, so I go on looking for mine. Only to find out that this is the new method, much better method, I would say. So people say no in the atrium there, you know when your name ready and you go and you collect your boarding pass. Now, me realize that when you collect the boarding pass, it means you had a heads up boarding one time. We sit down now looking for churches. We drink a latte. Without realizing we name calling inside. When we clear security, people done looking for we inside to clear the place. So that was that. We spent a great time. We stay up in a place in, what you want to call this now? Want to be Mount Irving side, a little past Mount Irving, just before Grafton. And nice place. Salute to Evelyn and their Chung. We stayed at their place. It's the first time I stayed in an Airbnb that is attached to somebody's house. And it was a much better experience than I could have ever bargained for, because the lady was very, very nice, Venezuelan lady. And she was extremely helpful and plenty suggestions as to where to go. We find 2 nice places. We find a place called Dreamsicle. Breakfast on point. You go wait long, you go half fly, but the breakfast on point. You know what I mean? Try that. You're right on Chauvin Road. This is not an ad. And then our next spot I like a lot called Cafe Down Low in Buku. And the fellow name is Kerry John. Salute to Kerry. They just have a little very, I can't even call it cutters. Like they have grilled octopus and a steak and some other thing that we get there. It was good. They don't have much options on the menu, but the food is excellent. The drinks, well, it's White Oak, so it was excellent. And most of all, the fella passed and I tell him, boy, we like the place. Evelyn recommend here and this kind of thing. He say, you smoke? I say, me, I'll smoke, you know, puff a little cigar every now and again. When I go on, the man have a full humidor in the back there. A whole set of Cuban cigars. If you see Cubans in the back there, so that Tobago was a nice experience where the stay is concerned. Tobago have this, I forget how much Tobago refreshes my soul. Like no matter what I'm going through, tense, all this thing is moving. How you know stressful them thing could be. Tobago is helping you reset and recharge in a way that you can't count for. You know what I mean? It don't matter. Just get to Tobago every now and again and grung off, as they say. Just grung off a little bit. But beside that, wedding was great. They had an excellent. I think the wedding. Should I be talking all these people business about where the wedding was and so on? Maybe not. The wedding was real good. I'll tell you this. in the reception, there's a fella there named Ansel Valley. I wonder if people can remember Ansel Valley. Ansel Valley is a legend. He used to be on, if I'm not mistaken, it's Digital Rising Stars, or one of them is where I know him from originally, but he is a performer. If people didn't want to get up and dance and be a part of that wedding, you had to move when Ansel Valley called you for a conga line or for this song or for that. They play all different kind of music. Full band they play with him, and the band kicking. And when the band done, is the great Chinese. They had a DJ. I'm not sure who the DJ was, but Chinese was the announcer. And Chinese keep that party swinging all night long. So again, salute to Denise and Len. Thank you for making us a part of it. I always, every time somebody invites me to a wedding, I say, oh God, why people invited me to the wedding? Because it is first like an expense and then a lot to go through just to get to the wedding and all them things. But especially when your wedding is abroad, or that's not abroad, but it's overseas, right? Tobago counts as overseas. But getting there, shaking a little leg with the wife is always a good feeling, you know what I mean? And I must remember that when I trying to study if the hurricane could have swing back to make me miss the wedding and so on. I just needed that extra 2 weeks, you know, but what I needed was not the time extra. What I needed was to get away from this whole process and recharge and reset. And I did promise Oli that there's a Ghetto Flex episode, right? So as much as we play the great Lord Nelson, Tobago Finest, and Disco Daddy, I wonder if you're going to remember this. Tobago makes you go,
cause I'm soca daddy. I can be your soca daddy. You can be my jam down, baby. Want to make you feel so irate. Keep me shouting, baby, baby. I keep all the girl them whining. I keep all the pussy them jumping. All of the girl them way the body bumping. Bend back and whine out to something. When I drop my sweet soca music, no matter how you try, you can't refuse it. Make it bend on your waist like elastic. Soca music is well fantastic. Girl, I want to make you go. Jam your heart and make you go. Girl, I want to make you go. Cause I'm so good daddy. Again, girl, I want to make you go. Jam your heart and make you go. Girl, I want to make you go. Cause I'm so good daddy. Soca infectious like a fever. You get the feeling on your body on fire. I'm the daddy with the real soca flavor. Recipe for bad behavior. Hold on to your jam down, baby. Lego on the bacchanal in a ship body. On your mask and said now get ready. To the rhythm of the bass while you wasted it. Girl, I want to make you go. Jam your heart and make you go. Girl, I want to make you go. Cause I'm so good daddy. Again, girl, I want to make you go. Jam your heart and make you go. Girl, I want to make you go. Cause I'm so good daddy. I can be your soca daddy. You can be my jam down, baby. Want to make you feel so irate. Keep you shouting, baby, baby. A soca daddy from the land of Calypso. $6 million man from the maestro. Gina Nana from the almighty Sparrow. This man from hell from the shadow. David Rudder with the man with the hammer. The sugar boom boom from Lord Kitchener. All them clear the way for the soca. The soca daddy and we take it further. Girl, I want to make you go. Jam your heart and make you go. Girl, I want to make you go. Cause I'm so good daddy. Again, girl, I want to make you go. Jam your heart and make you go. Girl, I want to make you go. Cause I'm so good daddy. Sparrow is a soca daddy. Kitchi is a soca daddy. Blakey is a soca daddy. Lord Melody, a soca daddy. The Royal Lion, soca daddy. Nelson, a soca daddy. Laundry, a soca daddy. And now me, a soca daddy. Girl, I want to make you go. Jam your heart and make you go. Girl, I want to make you go. Cause I'm so good daddy. Me sing, girl, I want to make you go. Jam your heart and
want to make you go. Jam me hard and make you go. Jam me hard and make you go. Cause I'm the soca daddy. It's not a man who short a hits, you know. So if we playing hits, we have to be playing hits, right?
Of the ladies, please. Me there, watch me. See me there, so me a the girl them treasure, the girl them joy and pleasure. You know say a bad man who me number one in a the girl them school. See me there, so me a the girl them treasure, the girl them joy and pleasure. You know say a bad man who me number one in a the girl them school. You think you like me tell? You coulda asked Michelle, say Annabella and Giella, the one Janelle. The girl them love me sexy body and me sweet smell. Them all I tell them mother man them a fi go to hell well. Tell them money man who want the figure. Do them know me a the get to trigger with the trigger. Yeah, them see me hotter, me want them body fatter, and me them want fi deal with them matter. See me there, so me a the girl them treasure, the girl them joy and pleasure. You know say a bad man rule me number one in a the girl them school. See me there, so me a the girl them treasure, the girl them joy and pleasure. You know say a bad man rule. From Mexico, do them want to see the ghetto on a stage show? Only my sexy body girl in the front row. Me one day and enough girl with it. Who's gonna put on the girl them highway? Right from me head, you must want to see it. How we the girl them say? See me there, so me and the girl them treasure, the girl them joy and pleasure. You know say a bad man who me number one in a the girl them school. See me there, so me and the girl them treasure, the girl them joy and pleasure. Say a bad man who me number one in a the girl them school. That boy me big and start put on way. More for the girl them to appreciate. And them not here come me sing a stand straight. Only for style and a pattern me keep it. Me a talk on the phone with me friend named Blue. Make me come over, big on the knees. Give her the walk till her chest all weak. Yeah, them honey, them a swarm like the girl them want me near. Them not fi have a fear. Just holler me name and in the flash you know I will be there. Them want to massage me body with them love and care. From the bottom of my feet up to my rasta here. Just rip on me and the girl a touch me all over. Rape up the shot to them make gold with a bar. Ready for the riding on me Tommy Hill figure. The girl them want to put the trigger. See me there, so me and the girl them treasure. The girl them joy and pleasure.
See me there. There. So now when I'm taking invites with pleasure. I'm not taking invitations, studying if you know what I mean, if something, you know what I mean, just natural like force majeure, natural disaster. If something could happen that allow me to stay home. That would be nice. Talking about there, I get invited to a next event in South. In the midst of moving again, headache, down payment, so things, sign agreement, do it. I was invited to a Thanksgiving ceremony by Dr. Mr. and Mrs. Teresa Charles. How would I say that? Dr. Mr. and Mrs. George and Teresa Charles. I said it the right way. Family gathering. I tell all about Dr. Charles. Salute to her and congratulations on her PhD. And at a Thanksgiving ceremony that they've been wanting to do for a long time. So again, another invite. I get to go place again when I want to stay home and worry about this and how I go do this and how I go move that and how much I will pay moving man. And while in the midst of the worry, we had to dress up and look dandy and nice and head down in the Southland for Thanksgiving ceremony. I want to tell you, rain started to fall heavy the morning and I said, that is my out. I say, Beryl strike, I can't come south. Couldn't make it. I tried to drive through the flood water, but I'm very glad that I didn't do that because I went down in the south and get to see some family I ain't seen in a long time. Auntie Merle and Auntie Marlene and Gary and the full clip down in the Southland I was able to see and lie my little 5 and to play a little music with my Uncle Carl. As the man who teach me quattro, the first few little chords I learn and try to do something is from Uncle Carl and is easily one of the baddest quattro men I've ever had. So that was a nice experience too. And I've been out and about, in the midst of all the, I tell you, no matter how much things and how hectic it's been, the invitations keep coming. I have a good friend who's on his route back to Trinidad and he invites us again a long time ago. Sometimes, tell me if it's me alone this has happened to. If I invite you somewhere and I tell you, boy, listen, on the 18th of September, you know what I mean? I'll be in Trinidad, we go to dinner and that kind of thing. That's feel like an eternity away to me, you know. So I just say yes. I just like, yeah, because in my mind, about 35 hurricane could hit between now and then, and that ain't gonna ever come off. But salute to my guy Edmund, salute to Edmund and Vanessa. They call us, they make sure they, you know what I mean, we good, we on. And it just so happened that the day we were supposed to go to dinner with them was the final day of moving. That was the last day on the truck. And it's packing up thing and deciding where you don't want. And I can tell you something, right? Like, I am recording this episode now in the midst of squalor. I had to make sure that all I could only see what in the area of this lens here, because this room is a mess with things to throw away. How we has accumulate so much things over the year, I do not know. If you see things out here, I want to tell people that my birthday is come, Christmas is come, all them things. No more greeting card. You know what I mean? Just when you see me, tell me. For the amount of greeting card, we have to go through an old bank statement. How you always deal with like clutter, like things. I have bags and bags of rubbish all around me to take out here today. But on that final moving day, and if you ever move before, you know how that final day is. It's complete. Everything will kind of come out of the house now. And in getting all them things out and getting them on truck and then driving up ahead of the truck to take down them same things and pack them away and see what break. So the Dexter, the best moving man in the world. And let me tell you something in life, right? If you want help with something, call Jade. If there's anything you can't figure out, if you don't know Jade, call me, I can call Jade for you. That is the man who solve all problems. People a moving man named Dexter is the best. It's the best. And he ain't trying to dig out, yeah, you know what I mean? He giving you, them fellas taking good care of you. But when we done thing and we pack out and we sit down now, and you know, the amount of fast food is eat while you're moving, because the stove here turned down and the pot up so turned down. And I just stop in KFC, we get something and everything. As I done eat, I realized we supposed to go to dinner for 7 p.m. and the time is 5 p.m. And I don't know with Palace Stacy, the amount of hair and all them things, I say you gotta get ready, you know, you gotta make a move, and it's feeling like you're getting up from there to go and bathe and think like, oh God, we really have to do this. But again, I come out my house and we went to Mina House. Mina House is I would recommend there any day, anytime. I have Apsaro's down as some of the best authentic Indian food I've ever had. Palki's good, Passage to Asia good. They have good places, but Apsara food is so rich. But boy, I think I could safely say that Mina House beat them back. When Apsara was around the Savannah, they also had an environment that was, I would say, completely authentic. You know what I mean? It was very much you feel like you're escaping into some parts of India when you go into Apsara back in the day. And I'm not sure, I haven't gone back since it's in Movie Town. So I'm not sure if they were able to recreate that experience, but I can tell you, Mina House have it down to authentic Indians well, I shouldn't say authentic Indians. That was kind of bad. That was a little racist, right? Indians from India, not West Indians, right? That's what I mean, right? The Indians from India was the servers. And you get any real accents. As a matter of fact, I shouldn't talk no more about this because I'm sure the people from India, no? But it song like what Indian accents supposed to song like to like Bollywood, like where you hear on TV, right? Only forgive me. But the recommendations they made for what you should order, their ability to explain the meals we had from appetizers all the way down to dessert, you're properly stuffed. I stuff like a pig on Christmas time. I eat until I get. And Edmund is always, no matter where we live, we could be living by a barn or in some wings, or we could be in a top level restaurant. Edmund is always telling me, he's like, you ordered too much food. That was the wrong button. He said, you ordered too much food. I don't know what it is really. It's just in my mind, it would be better if all restaurants have shareables. You know, like I think is not Philip Chow's. Where's this Tasty like to go? There are some restaurants where all the orders is just shareable portions, right? There's always share for 4. I find all restaurants should be designed that way, because I order some. If you know naan, right? When you order naan, like the bread, it's usually coming a little. It's make a circle and it's cut it into 4 little squares. So I say, well, there's 4 of us here. Got order 2 different types of naan, and everybody go have a couple pieces of naan. Boy, listen, the naan big like a large Mario's pizza. I don't know what the hell is wrong with these people in Mina House. I mean, more embarrassed than embarrassed already. So of course we have way too much food, but it worked out good. Listen, good friend better than pocket money, because that worked out so good. in terms of the amount of leftovers we had. We keep all the leftovers. And now we have food for a couple of days while we settle into this new place. You know what I mean? So you can't be good friends. And even more than that, when time to leave me in the house now are full, and the itis of the Negro is setting in. I can't make now. I want to roll home. Thankfully, it was the first time in a while that I leave a place, because me in the house is right in Newtown area there. And like I'm going close by, it's not like that long drive to Shogunas and all that. So, you know, I drinking like I living close by now, I eating like I living. When you go in Shogunas, you had to eat just under itis level, and you had to drink, you had to not drink at all, right? But I eating and I drinking now because 10 minutes away, I good to go right home there. Only for Headman and them to tell me, and I thinking they're joking, eh? Because when we passed around the Savannah to go pick them up, I saw in Milfleur building around the Savannah, paparazzi have band launch. So we making some joke, obviously you could go paparazzi and thing. At this point, my belly full, my head bad, and I'm dead tired. And when we drive by, he's like, will you pass through paparazzi band launch? So I slow down in front paparazzi, I look in and thing. I say, yeah man, it's looking good, man. And then I proceed to head to drop them back home. And when I reach now to turn into St. Anne's where they stay, and he's like, what happened? Where you going? We going to paparazzi? I was like, you serious? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh God, I was just thinking I ain't going home. Oh Lord, I don't do more thing. I didn't realize, like, I missed all the parts of the conversation where they say they know the people from paparazzi and the thing is a fed. So we went back wrong. We went in paparazzi band launch. Me and go a band launch in about the last 50 something years. But this is Edwin and Vanessa's friends from like a long time ago, and real carnival partners too. We play mass with them a couple times, so it's real carnival partners. So us in a fete or any kind of vibes like that go always be nice. Always be nice. But at this point in time, my boy Zachary in the new place, he home alone, we out to dinner. He calling every minute, but we were able to go into paparazzi and shake our foot. We went and shake a little leg. Paparazzi are the most eclectic crowd I ever see to it. The old folks, young folks, old folks with young folks, you know what I mean? If you understand what I'm saying, you know what I mean? The paparazzi band launch was nice. We take a few drinks in no time at all. And this is, again, good friends. Yeah? In no time at all four we sweating inside the paparazzi, because me never know. Band launches play this at a dancehall. Now, if you hear the amount of cartel and old dancehall and thing them playing, we kind of music ladies saw, and the only thing was missing was a ram in the I think I hear ram too. Not the mark, not the man, not the picker, the cargan. All them thing playing. I thought band launches would be soca, and then like the spot we coming into, because they went into some upper level kind of music. You know what I mean? I wonder if I take you home, would you still be in love, baby? Because so I had to hit them a little slide out on my hard shoes too, you know, out on my hard bottoms. So I hit them a little. Remember the slide? The days back in the day. If you remember the slide, you will like the hills, right? If you remember the slide, you have significant amounts of knee pain now. So we went in there. Well, the discussion now is if we go play a mass in paparazzi, we're studying where to play mass next year. So I'm taking recommendations for all the people who recommend what to do with when they're having bigger children. I would take the recommendations on where they're playing mass next year and where we should play mass. But we smack in the middle of band launch season, just like that is Carnival. And Ghetto Flex hatting for we for that.
The way the girl was rolling, I had to go and hold it.
Oh, baby.
Aye, baby. She turned around, bend over, and I grabbed she by she shoulder. Oh, baby. Aye, baby. Well, I start to get excited, as she get more delighted. Oh, baby. Aye, baby. She say, hey, boy, well, I don't see why they call it Rocky. Oh, baby. Aye, baby. That's what we sing, say we come inside the fed tonight. See the body swinging left to right. Side the shawty and she looking tight. Bootylicious wanna take a bite. Soak up for me in a party mood. Sexy body got them winding mood. is carnival. Everybody get on board. Start to wine is carnival. Carnival is bacchanal. Bacchanal is carnival. Everybody get on board. Start to wine is carnival. When you west, when you knock, when you so no doubt with the jiggers, with the girl and top out, Mr. Rocky, get the flicks on the round. Carnival is bacchanal, bacchanal is carnival. Everybody get on board. Start to wine is carnival.
Carnival is bacchanal, bacchanal is carnival. Everybody get on board. Start to wine is carnival. No, by the time I know Second Image, I know my mother and them and people from before who wouldn't know in Second Image come out, go say different, right? But I know Second Image as being like, you see, band launch and them kind of season, you couldn't beat Second Image in them kind of thing. I think it was Hilton Dalzell and Russell Cadogan. And them days, band launching was a simple thing, little thing in Chinese association. Them it was the king of Chinese association. Band launching was up in them spots, and it was not what I passed through. And I talk about we reach later, we reach after the presentation of the costumes and all that. So assuming that maybe before that was soca and all that, but that whole presentation and the level of party I see there last night is not typical for what I know band launching to be. Keep in mind that me and go band launching must be about 20 years since I was in Fatima, right? Maybe about 20 years ago. So different kind of vibe. But I learned my lesson today. As far as over the last few weeks, as far as Kendrick Lamar say, sometimes you have to pop out and show niggas, you know what I mean? All this sort of stay home thing where I don't want to come out and I'm feeling lazy and I tell Stacey Gill, tell them we can't come now, tell them I'm sick, tell them. We always have an excuse. Why don't we always blaming the next one for why we get, maybe I shouldn't say this here. We always have some kind of reason why I say, no, Zachary. And you know this kind of thing where they say, don't call thing and you I could blame here all the time. I say, Zachary ain't feeling good at all. I mean, for, you know what I mean? Weeks now, we don't know what's wrong with him, so we can't come to whatever you're inviting me to ever, you know what I mean? But I'm learning that the little effort it takes to come out, it worth it because Palace Stacey dress up nice to go in the Mina house and the paparazzi. We look very distinguished, you know, amongst the people in the paparazzi. We dress up nice and we go in the. She have a thing when she leaving home, it look like a pajama. I say, but how you go put on a pajama to go to the thing? But when she finish accessorize and thing, when she finish, you know what I mean? She look well nice and dandy, you know what I mean? So it's nice to come out of the house a little bit, you know what I mean? And who better to get we out of the house and to get we to shake a leg than two of the giants in soca music. One, of course, Ghetto Flex. The next one, the great Dennis Belfort. We start the episode with one of them. And this one had to be one of the greatest collaboration in soca music.
Girl, I want to rock your body right, from moonshine till morning light. I want to rock you with all of my might. Me sing Denise, it's a your hot girl attitude, from how you whine and galang rude, and that will put me in the mood. So me sing, nothing gets strange, how me even change. Me used to just back, but now me coming on plane. I want to ride in you somewhere, truck with me train, to make you holler how God near me in a vein. Me and you did a holler about you want a man walker. Why you never check me when you know me are the bigger? Me and the black battle and me finger on the trigger. Tonight, girl, you must be me lover. So what you say?
What make you think you can test me, test me? Me want a man who can please me, please me. You just a move and try tease me, tease me. Me why you know say me love is not
loving girl, it must impress you. And when me hold you, me go and kiss and caress you. And the cool of a girl, me must undress you, girl. I want to rock your body right, from moonshine till morning light. I want to rock you with a love, my. You see, Denise, it are your hot girl attitude. Come on, your wine and girl and rude. And that will put me in the mood. The girl them got to flex me and the girl them bigger. Oh, when me do the work, I feel like energy and figure. Say any how you want, and me say any how you figure. Me got my finger on the trigger. Well, you got the door hotter. You say me not go stop her. Come when me start the work, say all you win the pain a shatter. Yes, me not go ratter. Night up me go chatter. Me and with the girl them up for. So what you say?
What make you think you can test me? I want a man who can please me. You just a move and try tease me. Now why you know say me love is not easy, boy. Now why you rock me body right, from moonshine till morning light. Now why you rock me with a love your mind. Me get the flex in a your hot boy attitude, from all your wine and gal and rude. Are you a put me in a the moody. Yes, me have to dig up on your reputation. The way how you flex and watch your situation.
Me love your cute face and your sweet girl fashion. Me know if you do the work and catch my credential.
Me now want no idiot, me now want no jerk. And now me understand who me want do the work.
Girl, you know me serious and me now make no joke. The words with the ghetto man spoke. I saw me sing, girl, I want to rock your body right, from moonshine till morning light. I want to rock you with your love, my.
Me get the flex in your hot boy attitude, from all your wine and gal and rude.
I see you put me in the mood. That's Denise Belfort in the heyday, you know. Rest in peace to the great Hilton Ghetto, the Ghetto Flex. I'll even all this one in a short episode because still garbage are going through you and thing, and before they do. But all the things is they have some people who is unreasonable in life, right? I appreciate all the listeners who send me little messages to say, what's going on? Week 2, what's going on? We leave you alone in week 1, week 2. What is happening? And I tell them I'm moving. Everybody, when I tell them I'm moving, is like, all right, okay, I know how that is go. You know what I mean? Well, we know when you're back on track. But there are some people who properly unreasonable, you know what I mean? Because Paula Stacy, in the midst of all the moving and thing, she could be asking for episode, and when episode drops, she ready to listen. But then when she come down the road and see I ain't throw all the garbage, she go tell me, oh yes, come on, down whole day. You can't be right for being wrong. So I want to leave all with this one. My favorite Ghetto Flex, delivered by the great Hilton Dalzell in front of Second Image, written by the great Mr. Cyrus. You know it?
And he's showing off with the Indian woman at an Indian get she out of the eyesight. And he always quick to pick for a fight. Attending a bazaar in a Rima. Uncle Bazaar man here with aloha. Man made a comment about Olo figure. Right away Uncle Nelly commit murder in front of the magistrate. Uncle start to demonstrate how much trouble he could make if they take Golo, 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 Golo. He's singing Golo, 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 999 Golo, Golo, Golo. They singing Golo,
I will talk to you next week or thereabout.